And we're back, probably to the final episode of Let's Play Shining Force CD Book 2. The ending. I'll keep my mouth shut and only comment when needed, which is all the time. No! Oh well. It's sad. Because being thrown into a pool of lava usually means you are dead. Or is he? Uh-oh. Aww. You know there's something freaky going on. You're gonna cut it close. Look at them all. Actually, Rush and Hegan weren't even present in that ensemble. What? Back to guarding the castle again? What was the whole point of the adventure? His brother is dead. He's even more dead than that. It's funny because the eye patch is always on his wrong eye. At least according to the portrait. Or maybe that's just because it's backwards. Because it's on the other side. What good friends. Oh, they're gonna be making babies! Babies, 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 babies. They get them the hell out of there before Jaha starts wanting to get freaky too.
After a fierce battle, the Shining Force defeated the evil Iam Empire. True peace once again was restored to Cyprus. And they left Cyprus for a journey into the new frontier.
You don't say. The Another Story of Shining Force Part 2. God, my God, that just bugs the hell out of me. Okay, So let's talk about this story a little bit, shall we? I think this story was a little better. The characters were better in general. More characterization than Shining Force Gaiden 1. I think the character selection was much better as far as how you configured your parties. You have characters that came pre-promoted that you could actually enjoy using, rather than feeling that they were underleveled compared to your other characters. So I guess it's a little of both, and it goes either way, as obviously you saw Magic Spell we never got. Damn it. That's alright. We can still beat the game without it. Just goes to show you any combination of characters works really, really well. There's no reason not to use the ones you like. And like I said, there was a great balance of characters and great options. A lot of stuff to choose from. So, nothing wrong with that. This game gets a 7 out of 10 birds, as opposed to what Gaiden 1 got, which was 6 out of 10, because it left a lot of loose ends open, even though this is a kind of a direct sequel. But the reason why I think this story even as a standalone, this story was significantly better. Just by presentation and definitely by characterization. You actually had characters you cared about. You didn't really care about any of the characters in the first Shining Force Gaiden, so I know that had a lot to do with people choosing which Shining Force they liked the best. That really should be what matters. The game Shining Force Gaiden 2 was actually harder in a way too, especially when the party split up. So that was a neat thing too that they had chose to do. So all in all, it's a pretty good game. It's probably in the middle, I think, of all the good Shining Forces, from the worst to the best. It sits right in about the middle. It does everything Shining Force 1 did well, and it does everything Shining Force 2 did well, and it did everything that Shining Force Gaiden did well. That's what I'm saying it did well. The things it did badly in is it's not a strong story. It's a short story. It's not very... The story, even though it is more interactive and more involved than the first Gaiden story, it's still not as good as, I think, Shining Force 1's story or Shining Force 2's story. And Shining Force 3 I don't compare to any of these because it's almost its own genre of game. It's still a Shining game, but it's almost its own game in a way. So it's hard to really be... It's not easy to make a fair statement about that one specifically. Anyway, it was a good game. We had a good run. So that, for the most part, was a good run. And to be concluded. It even tells you something more. Sonic Software Planning says to be concluded. So we probably aren't done yet. We'll find out. Anyway, we'll see you in the next edition of Let's Play.